The way I am. Some people are quitters, but I never give up. Some people are negative, but I strive to stay positive. I show a good attitude and aim to be the best. When I'm down, I frown, but I get up with a smile. My sister's been saying that for a while. Be polite and respectful to all living beings. Clean up after myself and put away all my things. Go outside and be active. I enjoy being a kid. My mom taught me how to read and write before school did. It makes me smile to see my friends. It makes me happy to be with them again. No one knows what I know about me. There's a lock in my head, and I got the master key. Thank you. So, in terms of like justice, right? It's always good to know more about your surrounding. So, this poem, it was originally written from like Let America Be Great Again by Langston Hughes. It was my own reiteration of it. So it goes, Oh, black. The ship has sailed. On my skin, here I'm dark, black, and blue. My skin on my skin, melanin like melatonin, where natural our consumption helps you sleep. Melanin like a sin from the dark accursed land will ask me, help me be the starving artist, a black man. Our land, our ancestral soil, where our souls sleep. Oh, our bodies where you reap, never guaranteed our sanity. Our souls are put to sleep. Unlike your toxic masculinity, here we cry, the cement is cold, brutalized, we're growing old. Masculine within my eyes, within my walk, you get scared by a glance. It becomes poisonous when contained. We're contained with my walk as the universe. Every step the earth quakes, here is rhythm. I Harlem shake, we bow to no one. With every step, my heart aches. Broken bodies inhabit this place. The land of free and forgotten face, where the once free were the only brave. Here we are beaten, bruised, and stripped of our own blood. But when there's faith, maybe, just maybe, we'll know the land. To be the one for the brave and assumed free, where we made America great like it should have been. Home to the ignorant, the slave, and captured. Home to those who should have, would have been free. You know, the reason why I wrote this poem was because, like, I always just thought, like, there's so many people that come here through so many origins and have so much culture, and then, like, for some reason, feel like they don't belong because of their differences, which doesn't make sense because, like, if you think about it, we're all intrinsic to ourselves. No one does what you do, and no one can be you like you. That's why you should always find empowering your own individuality. That's the reason why I wrote The Chant.
Ya no tengo.
It takes pain to understand why the heart pumps like a drop in the sea. You feel small, or the desert from the storms you maintain calm. Don't assimilate to where you don't belong. Don't be pressed to do what feels incorrect. Don't be hurt when you feel uninvolved. From experience, you understand why you keep going, as long as you make sure your self-worth is known. A lot of cultures be in this world, and to be honest, so many of them mix. So like that's what Strange Poetry usually came about. It was something that I wrote to finish up my book Bird Folk. It basically talked about two different cultures that basically inhabit each other, but it kind of like added like some type of African American twist because I did study Africana studies. So please bear with me. The earth hums sorry. The earth hums melodic tones, allowing stone to pulsate rhythm, far more soothing than the breeze, a sheltered great horizon cemented in brown soil, seeds fermented to create green desires. John, the forefather of white wings, chained from greed, sees the land, the nesting of him and his dove folk. As a boyke traveled far from his land of common moorhens, his strength led him to soar, to prosper over high waters, to danger. His black wings clipped, for his black feathers are too matted and plucked. He falls from the European salt sea caged. He cannot flee or feel free to express his dominance. His wingspan he assimilates, to fancy of the doves, he too afraid of fear, of dove fear, of alienation, of head twisted off desecration. His eyes are no stranger to sorrow. His cries are harmless to his lost origins, no longer able to see the skies, missing home. Pain attempts to fly, each flap, the grass grew, each flap, a memory lost. As the boy could no longer maintain a sense of direction, he alone became shy, his foreign origins, red yellow beak, and black silk feathers had become fetishes of the doves. Shy, he no longer used to this affection of false adjoining, of being colonized. Many years have passed. The egg made from moorhen tears and dove love, Io, which means joy, glimpsed the world unlike any of her predecessors. She, descendants of John and Azabuike, a weakened moorhens, and white-winged doves of green earth, she felt more foreign to her foreign ignorance. As she emulates dove strides with moorhen features, she doesn't know what her background of community, of clear skies, of soaring south like Azabuike. She's far too used to Christianizing the land, making poor imitations of her land onto other lands, these lands considered low tier. Io called unattractive for moorhen features on dove identity, for being what is considered a dove but low tier. She becomes far too used to being isolated. For doves are one and the same, their bird brains don't value Io like one of their own. But there's others like Io, outsiders with no belonging, for their existence were never truly accepted. But like the wind, they flow, they gathered a community of their own. Outside of this bird dove world, they created joy, a home. Here, there, they of mixed origins perceive true beauty. And so you know, even while stranded, you'll never be lost. Your heart will lead you to be found. Thank you. So that leads me to my last poem. It's called Sometimes. Sometimes I just feel like a certain way where like, especially as you get older, some of y'all may not actually acknowledge this, but like sometimes difficulty happens and you just got to acknowledge it, but still be patient with yourself. So sometimes we are meant to be famous, prophesizing the success without referring to patience. Sometimes you need to endure for days to acknowledge the gifts given, to feel the joy you've been fulfilled with, to acknowledge the difference in subtle things and memories created. Sometimes it's okay to be different before you lose yourself attempting to fit in. It's like hollowed out corners to assimilate in a puzzle with no belonging. Don't question why the relationship between you and your skin becomes distant. Sometimes you gotta acknowledge why you're golden, a token like currency with buying power to create the change that you believe in. Thank you, y'all.